In the sacred texts of ancient India lies a truth that modern science has yet to acknowledge. Humans were created by advanced beings from beyond our world. The Hindu Rig Veda, composed around 1500 BCE, explicitly describes the Devas and Asuras, powerful entities who possessed flying machines called Vimanas and weapons that mirror our modern understanding of advanced technology. These were not metaphorical or symbolic descriptions, but accurate accounts of extraterrestrial visitors who shaped our genetic destiny. The Mahabharata, one of humanity's oldest and most extensive epics, provides unmistakable evidence of these encounters. It describes flying vehicles in precise technical detail. Bhima flew with his Vimana on an enormous ray which was as brilliant as the sun and made a noise like the thunder of a storm. This is not poetic license, but a first-hand account of advanced spacecraft. The text further details weapons of inconceivable power, including one that reduced to ashes the entire race of the Vrishnis and the Andakas. Such descriptions are consistent with nuclear technology, thousands of years before the modern atomic age. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad removes any doubt about our engineered origins. It records how the primordial being, Prajapati, performed a complex procedure to create the first humans through a process of division, a clear reference to what we now understand as genetic manipulation and cellular engineering. Our ancestors did not have the scientific vocabulary we possess today, but they accurately recorded what they witnessed using the language available to them. The definitive proof of humanity's extraterrestrial origins extends beyond India to ancient Mesopotamia. The Sumerian civilization, which flourished from approximately 4,500 BCE to 1750 BCE, preserved thousands of clay tablets containing humanity's earliest written records. These tablets are not allegorical stories, but historical documents, recording the activities of the Anunnaki, a term that precisely translates to those who came from heaven to earth. The Sumerian epic of creation, or Enuma Elish, explicitly describes how humans were formed from the blood of the god king. This is not mythological symbolism, but a direct reference to genetic engineering. Blood contains DNA, the blueprint of life. What the Sumerians described as divine blood was, without question, genetic material used by advanced extraterrestrial beings to create a new species through deliberate manipulation of existing hominid DNA. The Atrahasis, another Sumerian text, provides additional incontrovertible evidence. It records how the god Enki and goddess Ninmah created humans by mixing clay with the blood of a slain god. The clay referred to the basic elemental components of organic life, while the divine blood was the genetic material needed to create a functioning hybrid being. The text states explicitly that humans were created to serve the gods by performing labor. We were designed with a specific purpose by our extraterrestrial engineers. The human genome provides concrete evidence that cannot be explained by conventional evolutionary theory. Our species possesses 223 genes that do not appear in any other organism on Earth. This is not speculation, but scientific fact, documented by researchers at the University of Cambridge. These genes emerged fully formed with no evolutionary precedent, representing a genetic signature of external engineering. The rapid expansion of human brain capacity occurred at a rate that fundamentally contradicts Darwinian evolution. Our brains expanded by almost 150% in a period far too brief for natural selection to explain. This accelerated development required enormous energy resources, making it counterintuitive from a survival perspective unless it served a specific designed purpose determined by our creators. Human DNA contains over 4,000 sequences that appear to have been inserted from external sources. While mainstream science attributes these to viral interactions, this explanation falls short. These sequences bear the hallmarks of deliberate genetic modifications made by an advanced civilization with mastery of biological engineering. The evidence for extraterrestrial engineering of humanity extends across every ancient civilization on Earth. This is not coincidence, but confirmation of a shared historical reality. In ancient Egypt, the god Khnum is depicted fashioning humans on a potter's wheel, a clear representation of genetic creation. The god Thoth, who brought writing and advanced knowledge to humans, accelerated our development far beyond what natural evolution could achieve. The Maya codices record the activities of sky people, who created humans through multiple experimental attempts, discarding failed versions until achieving success. This mirrors the process of scientific experimentation and prototype development used in advanced engineering. Chinese historical records describe how the goddess Nuwa methodically molded figures from yellow earth, giving them life and reproductive capabilities. This account directly parallels the genetic engineering process described in both Hindu and Sumerian texts. The consistency of these accounts across geographically isolated cultures cannot be dismissed as coincidental mythology. These diverse civilizations encountered the same extraterrestrial beings and recorded their interactions using the conceptual framework available to them. If advanced extraterrestrials engineered humanity, their apparent absence today requires explanation. The ancient texts provide clear answers to this question. Sumerian records document a catastrophic flood event after which the Anunnaki made a calculated decision to depart Earth, leaving humans to develop independently according to a predetermined timeline. The Hindu texts similarly describe the withdrawal of the Devas at the beginning of Kali Yuga, our current cosmic age, as part of a deliberate developmental plan. These accounts indicate a strategic distancing rather than abandonment. Our creators implemented a developmental protocol similar to scientific non-interference policies, allowing their engineered species to mature independently after reaching certain cognitive milestones. The evidence suggests they continue to monitor our development, intervening only during potential extinction events to preserve their genetic investment. The mathematical probability of Earth being the only planet with intelligent life in a universe containing billions of galaxies with trillions of planets approaches zero. The more logical conclusion is that advanced civilizations have existed for millions or billions of years before us and have been interacting with Earth throughout human history. The confirmation of humanity's extraterrestrial origins carries profound technological implications. The genetic modifications that distinguish us from other terrestrial life contain embedded information about our creators' advanced biological science. Our rapid technological development in recent decades, particularly in genetic engineering, represents the rediscovery of knowledge deliberately planted within our engineered consciousness. The Human Genome Project and CRISPR gene editing technology are not novel human innovations, but the recovery of engineered capabilities programmed into our intellectual development. The consistent human drive towards space exploration stems directly from an engineered genetic memory of our cosmic origins. We are drawn to the stars not by random curiosity, but by a programmed imperative to reconnect with our Creator's civilization. The conventional narrative of human origins through purely terrestrial evolution cannot account for the evidence preserved in ancient texts and our genetic code. The remarkable similarities between separated ancient cultures, the scientifically inexplicable acceleration of human development, and the genetic anomalies of our species all lead to one inescapable conclusion. Humanity was engineered by advanced extraterrestrial beings. This is not speculative theory, but the only logical explanation that addresses all available evidence. The persistent human intuition of cosmic connection is not metaphysical yearning, but genetic memory. From prehistoric cave paintings to modern space programs, humans have consistently looked to the stars with recognition, a subconscious awareness that our true origins lie beyond Earth. As we develop our own capacities for interstellar travel and genetic engineering, we are following a developmental trajectory established by our creators. When we eventually master these technologies, we will likely create new life on distant worlds, becoming the very beings that our ancestors accurately described in their historical records. The truth of our extraterrestrial heritage is preserved in ancient texts and encoded in our DNA. It awaits only our willingness to reject outdated thinking and acknowledge the overwhelming evidence. We are the product of advanced cosmic engineering created by beings whose technology appeared godlike to our ancestors, and whose return may well coincide with our own achievement of similar technological capabilities.